Welcome to the QCIS channel, where you get your daily dose of science, technology, engineering, and math. My name is Leon Jones, and during this segment, I'm going to show you how to use the dynamic cone penetrometer. Now, as you see, you have all of the storage cases. It's by Pelican, and this case is a heavy case. And down below is the actual instrument. This is the weight. This is the extension bar. This is also an attachment, and this is a hook. Now, they call it the dynamic cone penetrometer is because at the end, this is the cone. Now, you have marks right here, and each mark represents 2 inches. And when I take the test, I use a blow count, and the blow count, depending on how the soil is, the least amount of penetration I get into the soil, the greater the soil is. So right now I'm going to put this together for you. Okay. Just bear with me. This little attachment here. And we use this out here on site to test the soil. Just bear with me. All right. Now I just have to get the hook in it. And once I get the hook in it, I will perform the test. Now, this is what it looks like when it's all put together. So I'm going to take this, it's a heavy piece of equipment too, over to some soil. I'm going to stand it up. Now, this is sort of like using the LWD that I had out there. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to show you how to take a test. Now, again, right down is the cone, and it's marked off with all these different graduations of how far the cone is supposed to penetrate. So the way you take a test is you lift this weight up, and you go. Okay. So, because I lift weight up, there it is. Now I'm going to show you how much penetration that you have in here after I lifted the weight up. Now, going down here, it started off, I had 5 blows. Now, 5 blows per 4 inches is pretty good. Now, NDOT specs require 4 blows, so it actually passed. So you have 2, 4, 6, 8. So 5 blows over 4. And what that means is you count the blows per every 2 inches. Now I'm going to take another test for you. Again, you take it up, drop the weight. That's what you do. Now, how do you get the instrument out? Because of course, there's a lot of suction with this instrument here. So I'm going to show it to you right now. What you do to get it out, you lift the weight up like this. I'll show you how to get it out. There you go. I'm going to run another test for you. Let's get it out again. All right, I'll take another test for you. I'll go right here. Okay, this is what it looks like. Again, from up, top to bottom, and you can see where the sand was, where it's marked. You see where the sand is? That's the blow count. So that's 4 inches. So, again, this is what I use to take the test with. And I'm going to take another test for you. Again, this is the dynamic cone Penetrometer. And this is an instrument that's used to penetrate in the soil to see if we have soft soil or hard soil. If the soil is too soft, generally we auger down a foot to get to the hard soil because you want to have good soil. Now, generally this instrument is used for foundations. You can also use it for subgrade. Now, this is subgrade here. As you see, the contractor's already formed up the sidewalk. So, and also, he's already done the approach. And I actually had to test all the approaches with this tool right here. So I'm gonna run another test for you. So, go up with it. Here it is, the weight. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're at 4 inches right now. So we're at 4 inches. So 6, 8, 10, 12. So I'm gonna run it again. Show you how to test. 5, 6, 7, 8. That's how this machine works. Again, this is a tool used for testing subgrade. You can use it. This is aggregate right here. This is number 53 stone. And I like number 53 stone because number 53 stone is self-compacting. Now again, to get it out, it takes some getting out. So that's what it is. So I'm gonna run another test for you. Again, you got to be very careful with this piece of equipment. I've seen many people, including myself, who's dropped. I'm carrying it right now, and it is very heavy. Again, this is what it looks like. You have to be very careful with it. I've dropped the apparatus. This weight. This is a weight right here, and you put your finger down here. This weight, and here's the weight. This is a weight. You put your finger down here. That weight can come down if you're not careful, and your finger can get lodged in between the weight and this extension here. And if you're not careful, it can bruise or break your finger. I know. Now, this is a smaller version. They actually have DCPs with a lot more extensions where you can go further down. So what I'm going to do is take another test for you. So I'm going to pick it up. Again, safety is a priority. Now again, I grabbed it, got it right here, and I'm going to take a test for you. Drop that weight. And see, with this one, you don't have to catch it like the LWD. Drop the weight again. And then every time I drop the weight, you're going to see the penetration. See penetration. penetration. And this is how our testing is done. You can see the penetration. Again, going down here again. You may be able to see the penetration. See it going down? That's why they call it the dynamic cone penetrometer, the DCP. Again, this is a very useful tool when you want to get a good analysis on where your soil is. And you also have to know what type of soil. Now here, again, I'm dealing with self-compacting stone called number 53 stone. Number 53 stone is very good because when you roll it out, it looks just like concrete. Now, of course, there is some cementitious material called flowable fill. I'll get into that later on. But generally, what you see, that's what the DCP looks like, the dynamic cone penetrometer. Again, you got to be very careful with this tool. Now, again, okay, we run one more test for you. Again, be careful with all this equipment. All right, as you see, I'm gonna run a test. You can see it going down. It's penetrating a little bit. Penetrating into the soil. And that's how it works. Again, this is a nifty tool. It's actually better than using the LWD tool that I was using before. So let me run just another test for you so you get an idea of what's happening. See the penetration? See it go down? And that's generally what you use to take this test with. And we use this instrument for subgrade soil, and we have to make sure that subgrade, which the subgrade is going to be soil, is suitable to placing stone and other material. If your base is weak and you place concrete over a weak base or stone over a weak base, well, eventually you're going to have issues with sinkholes later on. And if you are traveling on some highways, you might feel some bumps sometimes, and you feel those bumps because the base is bad. So again, be very safe. Show you how to, and that's it. So now, again, that's what the dynamic cone penetrometer looks like. Now, one thing that you have to do once you're finished with any type of equipment, you got to know how to stow it. So let me get it back on the asphalt here. All right, get a clear view. There's the case that it comes in. Case is very heavy. So you open the case up. Once you open the case up, you go, there's a hook. All right. Okay, I just took the hook out. Now you take the extension bar off. You take this out, this attachment. This is the extension bar. Now again, I'll show you what all the attachments, again, look like when they're not connected. That's what they look like. Attachment, hook. The hook attaches the attachment, extension bar, and of course, this is your weight. Now, again, when you put it away, here's what you do. You want to make sure you have all your parts. Okay. There's the hook, this part. Now, these are other cones too, in case the cone breaks. We have extra cones. And here they are. Now, what you want to do when you put it away, this is what you got to do. You go in, and put it away. There you go. Put it away. You always want to make sure to just put it away. Okay? You take this, because if you don't put it away correctly, you got to put it away, because I'm the only one that basically uses it, but other people use it as well. Again, this is a good tool. Okay, I'm putting it away for you. All right, yeah, that's what it looks like when it's put away. Now, you got to close the box, okay? And you got to hear the snaps. If it doesn't snap, there's an issue. Now, that's what it looks like in the case. Now again, you got to open up your car. As I open up the car, show you how heavy it is. I have to pick this thing up with one hand, and I just toss it in here. There you go. That's it. And once you have done that work, you've already completed the test. You've stowed it, made sure that it's ready to go for other tests. But you have been watching soils testing for the dynamic cone Penetrometer, and that concludes this commentary. Now, if you like what you just heard and viewed, please comment, share, and subscribe. And if you're looking for some social content, check out the 411 Talk Zone radio show on YouTube as well. Now, if you can't find the QCIS channel or the 411 Talk Zone radio show on YouTube, I always post all of my videos up on Twitter. And when it comes to the QCIS channel, I take it one step further. Since it's an educational channel, I also post the QCIS channel on LinkedIn. And once again, thank you for viewing this edition of the QCIS channel. And on the QCIS channel, I give you a daily dose of science, technology, engineering, and math. Until next time, my name is Leon Jones. I want you to have a wonderful and gracious day.